If you follow these 3 tips, I guarantee that your reading comprehension skills will improve. I am an SEA teacher, but these tips will also apply to other primary school comprehension texts. So let's get on to the first tip. Read the title or heading. The title or heading will give you a hint of what you can expect to read about. So here, I have an SEA test paper from 2020, and we can see that it has a title. Let's zoom in. Detective Dwayne. Already we have an idea of what the passage is going to be about. The main character is Dwayne, and we expect him to conduct some sort of investigation. Let's have a look at another title. This test paper is the SEA 2021 specimen paper. 100-year-old turtle and hatchling at the Emperor Valley Zoo. After reading the title, your mind automatically starts making connections and predictions. So it's important that you read the title and the headline. On to our next tip. Identify and write down the author's purpose. Does the writer want to entertain, educate, inform, or teach? I always ask my students to write the author's purpose to the top of the page. In this example, we see the words, to inform the reader about new turtle hatchlings at the zoo. You'll notice that it was not written in standard English, and that's fine. You have a limited amount of time to complete your yearly exam. So save the superb sentence structure and grammar rules for your actual answers. Let's review tips 1 and 2 before we move on. Tip 1, read the title or heading. Tip 2, identify and write down the author's purpose. On to tip 3. Write down the main idea of each paragraph. You'll see that I've written the main idea of paragraph 1 in the left margin. I deliberately left out the full stops. Remember, we must use our time wisely. So try to write 3 to 4 words, just enough to get your point across. Have a look at the main idea for paragraph 2. You must also write the main idea at the side of each paragraph, just as I did. And here's another example where dialogue was used. I grouped it all and wrote, talking on the phone with Dad. Completed all 3 tips, but before you leave, I want to show you what your passage should look like when you are finished. You'll see here, to the top, I have the author's purpose to entertain us with the story of a school child's afternoon adventure. To the left, you see the main idea of each paragraph. He noticed a muscular stranger. He had a difficult day at school, and you'll also notice that I underlined important words and details. So those are our 3 tips to help reading comprehension for students.